Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to me just talking. Yeah, so today I'm just not really doing that much, so right now I'm just gonna tell you a story. So yeah, think of it as story time. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you the story about how I got Yukari. Yeah, you can see her in some of my videos, well, slightly, where just this blonde hair piece sticking out by the corner of my computer screen. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you how I got Yukari right here. So it was around my birthday, right? And I asked my dad to get me Yukari right here. And he was okay with it, so a couple of weeks later, after my birthday, I ended up getting the package and my dad gave it to me. So then I went home, I took off the packaging from it, and then saw the box. And when I saw the box, the pieces from Yukari were separated. And that, like her gap, this bottom piece where you're supposed to sit her on, and oops, her hat, and yeah, I didn't really like that, and I don't think there would have been enough room for me to put the box because it was a pretty big box. And so then I decided to take her out of the box and just arm her right here, the way she is right now. So yeah, I then treated her like she was like like my baby, basically. I know it's kind of weird, but I mean, these are expensive to buy. I'm lucky to find a pretty cheap one that costed around $30. That's surprisingly cheap compared to the other ones that cost like $100 or $200. You know? All right. So after when I got her, weeks after, um, I started taking really good care of her, sitting on my computer desk. But then I'm gonna tell you how a story how this happened and this happened right here. Right. So every Wednesday I would go. Well, my mom would always clean the house, and so we would always have people over because we had a reunion to do, and then I would worry because people would mess with it. So then I put her on top of the shelf. On top of the shelf. Yeah, that was a mistake I made. Usually this didn't happen because my mom would just pick her up like this. But then one of the days, something bad happened. Well, my mom was trying to clean the top shelf of the place where I put my computer, but I have a new desk now, so this happened a while back. So yeah, when my mom picked her up, since this was kind of unstable, it this part fell off, the gap part of her. See, it easily comes off. So then that the gap fell, so this piece of her gap broke, and then this part came off, fell off, and her hat came off too. So I found her lying on the floor. I really almost burst into tears, finding this broken and this all chewed up. I'll tell you how it got chewed up. My dog. Yeah, my dog back then he used to chew a lot of things. He would chew anything he would find on the floor. And you can see this little red piece right over here. Yeah, that used to be a huge bowl, but my dog chewed it up and probably peeled it off. I couldn't find this for like almost an entire week, but then my brothers sooner or later found it under the couch. So when I saw the hat, I almost cried. And when I saw this gap, yeah, I almost cried. The only piece left right here is her left part of her gap right now. But this side, it's gone. It's pretty sad actually, seeing this broken into pieces. But oh well. I begged my mom to see if she could get me a replacement, but she said that we can always just glue it back on. I looked at her and huh, I gave her a really nasty look, and I said to her, "Really? You would glue that piece of gap into her? It's not even gonna look the same." I mean, the bow was still intact, but after a while, it came out. Whoops. Hang on a second. So yeah, my mom suggested that she would glue the piece of her gap back on, but I just thought it was a stupid idea. Might as well just leave it like that, the way it is right now. It was in perfectly good condition, but I would say it was partially my fault for putting her up there in the shelf. I mean, I should have probably put it in my room or something, but we shared a room back then, and I was worried because mostly my I have cousins, right? They're pretty young. They don't know any better. They would go around touching things and throwing things everywhere. So then, oh man, I would, you would know what it feels like to have an action figure you care for so much. You would really try to high lengths to protect it, right? So I did exactly that, but then my mom accidentally uh, pulled her up. I think it was from the gap. I'm not sure how she fell off, but she pulled her from the gap, but then fell off. Well, I don't know if I should go ahead and buy a replacement. Maybe I should. And I think I'll just give this one to one of my friends. I don't know. Hopefully they might like it. Also, I think I should buy a shelf for myself because I don't think this will be the only action figure I'll ever buy. I have plenty of room to buy a shelf to put other action figures in it. Well, yeah. So you can think of this as a sad story. So, well, yeah. Oh, by the way, after this video, I'm gonna record a Toho replays, and it's gonna be Phantasmagoria Flower Review. It's really different compared to the other ones, and it's not the only Phantasmagoria game in Toho. I'll explain to that after you see it. Alright? So, that's gonna be it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.